Grand Rising. Grand Rising, people. Rich Rising. Rich Rising. I don't know if this is going to stay there. Maybe, maybe not.
As Greer comes over, takes a shot at Zadorov. Zadorov pointing his stick in the direction of the Florida bench and has plenty to say on his way off the ice. And the Panthers will celebrate a 6-4 victory here on the night they raise the banner to the rafters. Yeah, Milliken filed the wrong piece of audio in the system. We got a little mislabel there. What are we doing? That was the call from a couple of nights ago, not last night at TD Garden. I thought they played the Canadians. Bruins get a win last night against the Canadians in their home opener. Yes. Oh, it wasn't better. Defense still a problem with this Bruins team. But I can tell you what I'm most pleased with. What are you? I'm going to ask Steve what he's most pleased with last night in that game. Bruins with their bounce back, 6-4 win over the Canadians. A game with 10 goals in it. I think it was contributions across the board. It has shown up. I'm going to say that it was Charlie McAvoy with a power play goal 5 seconds into the power play. That helps. That to me is something that is a focus and a point of this team getting better. Is their power play? I mentioned it the other day before they even played a game. And if you
Grand Rising.
consistent contributions.
Who's that? Let me see. What up, Mike? What's going on, man?
I'm going to be very pleased.
Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Salute to you, man. Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Grand Afternoon. You heard? It's Friday. Yo, Mike, ain't you in Florida too? You in Florida, ain't you? Ain't you in Florida? You know? I hit up Grub, you know, told him to be safe down there, stay blessed. Yeah, man. So obviously, was it that bad for you in your area? I don't know where you at. If you in South Florida, up North Florida, you know what I'm saying? Central Florida. Because I heard, because, you know, I got family in Miami. I got family in Fort Lauderdale. I got family in Port Charlotte. Family in West Palm Beach. Family in Orlando. And in St. Pete's, Tampa, too. I contact every family member. Everybody's good. You know, little minor stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like, you know, I remember one family telling me their fence was the only thing like that fell down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving, so I ain't really supposed to be reading that. But well, I'm happy, man, that you blessed. You know what I'm saying? You and your family, y'all made it through. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen that it's unfortunate that, you know, some family members was hit. I mean, not family members, but some families was hit real bad. Not family members, but you know what I'm saying? Just certain people. And then plus I heard that it's mainly like Central Florida that I guess really took a hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that, you know, you're safe. All the people that I know is safe. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And you know, God bless to the people that you know, was affected by it. You know what I mean? And I guess supposedly there's supposed to be another one. See, this is the thing that I be telling people, man. When I was coming up as a kid, or even as a teenager, um, you didn't get we didn't get hurricanes like that. You know what I'm saying? Hurricanes wasn't coming back to back to back. You got one, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And that bitch went away. Now, you know, you're getting multiple. You know what I'm saying? People are getting multiple fucking hurricanes and shit. And then while that's going on, you know, my people's some of my homies hit me up and was like, "Yo, you don't see what's going on in Wyoming?" I'm like, "What the hell's going on in Wyoming?" And they're like, "Oh, there's wildfires out there, and the wildfires, there's no end to it." And I'm like, "What do you mean there's no end to it?" They're like, "Yo, there's no stopping point." I'm like, "There's no stopping point. That's just gonna continue just burning?" They're like, "Yeah." And it's just like, listen, man, people gotta wake up, man. I mean, you know, some people are still like, you know, in that zombie mode. They're not paying attention or even watching what's going on, you know, in different parts of the country, you know, different cities and states and stuff like that. Me, that's what I'm into. So I'm always tapped in, and I don't watch, you know, I don't watch mainstream news, you know, to watch news, you know, or to see what's going on. You know, I watch independent journalists that, you know, can report the news raw and uncut. You know, they don't have to watch what they saying and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff going on. North Carolina still being affected. You know, people talking about they can't get no help. People talking about there's dead bodies, you know, floating down their street. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yo, it's crazy, man. Crazy. You know, some people can't get no help. You know, they got to sit there and see it, you know, and wait and hope that they make it alive by the time somebody finds them. Yo, it's just crazy, man. It's a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of shit going on, man. And it's just crazy, man. That's why, you know, I always try to say to people, man, like, yo, you know, buy a few things, man, that can help you in the time of need. You know what I mean? Get yourself a generator. You know what I'm saying? Get you some canned goods. Make sure you stock up on like some water. You know what I'm saying? Because you can survive without food, man. You know what I mean? You can't go 3 days, more than 72 hours without any water. So, you know, always bulk up and stock up on water. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, man. Because, you know, it's going to get worse, man, unfortunately. It's going to get worse out here. Don't matter what city, what state you live in. You know, it's gonna be hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people be like, "Oh, well, you know, Florida was affected by it. I'm straight." Or, you know, North Carolina, that ain't happening here. It ain't happening there. Man, these things can happen anywhere at any given time. And, you know, it ain't Mother Nature doing that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Mother Nature, man. When you seeing planes, you know, chemtrailing, cloud seeding, and all this other stuff, man, the shit is real. But people think those things are just conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even bother looking into shit. You know, they just think everything is like fake, you know, or that's just fear mongering or whatever. And it's not fear mongering. You know, me, whatever I see, I'm not being ignorant to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I see, I'm not being ignorant to it. What up, Miss D? Grand rising to you, man. Grand rising. You know, I'm not ignorant to nothing, man. Anything could happen at any given time, anywhere in the world. You know, anybody and everybody can be affected by certain things, man. You know what I mean? That's why some people, man, I don't want to say people gotta, you know, get right with God, because a lot of people don't subscribe to that. But whatever you subscribe to, man, whatever higher power, higher being, you know, whatever it is, You know what I'm saying? Like, get right, man. You know, get right. You know, because I don't subscribe to a lot of things, but you know, I have faith in certain things. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Grand Rising, peace, Keita T. Salute to you. You know, I believe in certain things, or I have faith in certain things, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. But it's just a bunch of things going on, man. You know, they got wars going on. You got wildfires going on, and I'm watching crazy videos where people are like, "Yo, man, this fire is not natural." They can't say it's because it's dry in Wyoming. You know what I'm saying? They can't say that. That's why it's happening. They can't say that at all. You know, things is happening for a reason. You know, a lot of that land where these things is happening at, a lot of these cities where these things is happening at, they got natural resources. You know, I'm not gonna talk too much on it, but you know, y'all know what natural resources is. You know what I'm saying? But peace and salute to all of y'all that tapped in, man. I appreciate y'all, you know, tapping in. Y'all could be anywhere doing anything right now, but you know, y'all are tapped in with me, so I appreciate that a lot. You know, again, who else is in here? Who else is oh, Gem Eyes. Salute to you. I didn't see your name. I appreciate you for tapping in, Gem. You know, yeah, man, crazy things is happening, man, all around the world, everywhere, man. You know, that's why I you know, I don't brag when I say certain things as far as you know, in my area, my neighborhood where I live at, man. You know, we got people with generators. You know, we got former military. We got you know, people that worked in the medical field. We got all types of people that live in my area, and we all like assets to one another, just in case if something happens. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna talk too much, but I'll just say, like, I could say this: in my area, we got like doomsday preppers in my area. So if anybody remember that TV show Doomsday Preppers, that's how my neighborhood is. You know what I'm saying? So we got people with, you know, the rights to carry. You know, like I said, we got former high-ranking military in my area. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, women that were nurses. You know, got like 2 guys that were doctors. And you know, we all can be assets to one another. And when stuff hits the fan, man, it ain't gonna be no, oh, you're black, I'm white, you're Puerto Rican, I'm this, I'm that. Everybody's gonna try to have to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute. Peace, Empress Judah. Peace, peace. Salute, Empress. You know, so everyone's got to try to be assets to one another, man. When shit hit the fan, there is no, you know, you know, like I said, no colorism type of shit going on, you know, and stuff like that, man. So people got to stop paying attention to seeing what's going on, man. It's not fake, you know, or fake news or whatever. Like I said, man, earlier, before some of y'all came in, I didn't even know Wyoming was on fire. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that, you know. So, you know, I had a homie hit me up and, you know, called me and was telling me, and then while we was on the phone, he was showing me a video, and I'm like, damn. And he was like, yo, that fire doesn't end. There's no ending to that fire. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know, it just makes me think, like, that area in Wyoming, why is it on fire? Like, what's on the land and stuff like that? Because a lot of these things that's happening, you know, from, you know, Florida, like I was saying on the last live, it's like Orlando wants to turn into a smart city. Tampa they want to flip Tampa into a smart city. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things happening in certain of these cities. Hey Lotus, peace. Peace, Grand Rising, Grand Afternoon, Rich Rising. You know what I'm saying? To you, peace and blessings. So yeah, there's you know, some of those lands is rich with natural resources. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say too much. Like Asheville, North Carolina, you know, I could put that out there because it's already out there. They said that land, a certain area in Asheville, North Carolina, has the most lithium in the world. You know, is it a coinky dink that, you know, that's exactly where that where Hurricane Helene hit? You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing that happened in Maui, you know? And right after that Maui, those fires in Maui, Jeff Bezos bought almost half the land. Like, come on, man. Like, people got to wake up, man. Like, listen, man. Again, I'm not no preacher. I'm not telling people what to believe, what not to believe, what to do. You know what I'm saying? How to think, whatever. But listen, man, you know, I just know there's a lot of people that's enlightened out there. You know, I know there's a lot of star seeds out there. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of light barriers out there. So certain things that people that have those type of minds, when they see that, they know it's not what it's presented to be. You get what I'm saying? It's not what is it presented to be. And some of those photos, some of those videos are psyops. It's old videos. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody exposed, like I showed them a video and it was like, yo, that's the same video they used like 5-10 years ago. I'm like, what? For real? And my homie pulled it up and it's like, wow. So a lot of these things is psyops too. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be able to break down what's real and what's not real. You know, again, there's a lot of sheeples out here. There's a lot of people, when you start talking a certain way, they're like, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're this, you're that. You know, it is, again, I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm not in the business of convincing people what's facts, what's lies, what's the truth, what's not. You know what I'm saying? It's either you do or you don't. That's that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more vibe and have conversations with like-minded people, man, because it makes for a better conversation. You know what I'm saying? Or discussion. You know, I used to talk to these non-believers, people that look at me crazy like, oh, you think that's really going on? You believe that? And I'm like, yo, bro, it's really happening, man. Like, what are you talking about? Well, I didn't see it on the mainstream news. And it's just like, oh, man, listen to this guy talking about he didn't see it on the mainstream news. I don't even continue my conversations no more. It is what it is, man. Everybody's not going to, I'm not going to use the word woke, but everyone is not, you know, awake. You know what I'm saying? To what's going on, you know? Bad enough, everyone don't even have the same level of education. You know what I'm saying? Some people is reading on a 4th grade level. Some people is super advanced with their reading. You know what I'm saying? They can pronounce words with no problems. They comprehend the words. They know the definitions, the true definitions, meanings to the words and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what I'm super mindful of, man. Before I would have these type of conversations with any and everybody, but every and anybody is not ready for a lot of this information. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not, you know, awake to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, again, they program. They're like a robot. You know, they go to work for 8 hours. They come home, you know, they cook, they do what they do. They go to sleep and they wake up in the morning and go right back to work again. So, you know what I'm saying? I call it, you know, they program. They're like a robot. That's what they know. That's all they know. You know, they're not really seeing what's going on or even paying attention. You know, I heard 2 people talking and one person didn't even know nothing about the hurricanes. The person was like, oh, I didn't hear none of that. I didn't know none of that was going on. Some people are lost in the sauce, as I like to call it and say. You know, some people are really lost out here. They have no clue on what's going on, what's happening, and stuff like that. So, you know, again, you know, a lot of people don't know what's going on, you know, and I can't blame them for not knowing. You know what I mean? I can't fault somebody for not knowing or not paying attention. Some people are into this. this type of stuff. They checking for it, they doing their research, and stuff like that. And other people ain't, you know, and other people ain't. They don't have no clue. You know what I'm saying, on what's going on. What's good, 22? Salute to you, man. Salute to you, Grand Rising, man. Grand Rising. I don't say GM no more. I've been took that out my vocab, but Grand Rising, Rich Rising to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you always tapping in, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, a lot of people don't know what's going on out here. They're not paying attention. They don't see what's going on. And I can't be mad at that. I used to, but I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Um, it is what it is, man. That's why, I like my neighborhood. I've been in my neighborhood for, a long time, super long, over 15 years. So I know everybody. Everyone knows me. They know my family. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm thankful of. And, I know some of y'all don't know, but last year, was it last year or the year before? Yeah, I want to say it was last year during the winter time. For 72 hours, my whole neighborhood, 4 blocks around my neighborhood, we had no light, no electricity for 72 hours. For a whole 3 days, we had no power, no nothing. And everyone was helping everyone. One house was making, tea and hot coffee because they had a generator. So they was making tea and hot coffee for people, hot chocolate and stuff like that. One gentleman went and fueled up his car and was charging people's phones, devices, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. One house went and bought some food and stuff like that. Another house made some food, cooked some desserts and stuff like that, was actually giving people some canned goods and stuff like that. One of my neighbors got a solo, it's like a grill that runs off of the sunlight, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So he was grilling, and that's what it's about, man. And again, in my area, we have mixed people in my area. We got the clear folks, we got some Haitians, we have some regular melanated black folks. We have what else? We have some Asians, you know what I'm saying? And nobody discriminates against nobody, man. Everyone gets along with everyone. Sometimes, man, like one time I was actually walking and I was live while I was doing my exercise while I was walking. And somebody was like, yo, Maybach, I don't see you looking over your shoulders. And I'm like, yo, I don't have to. I'm safe in my neighborhood. I'm good. I don't got to look over my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, everybody knows me and everyone knows me. And right after I said that, one of my neighbors pulled up on me and was like, hey, Maybach, you good? Yo, Mel, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just, exercising. He's like, hey, me and my wife were going to the grocery store. You need anything? I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, oh, actually, I do need like a 2-liter ginger ale. I'm a ginger ale fanatic. And they was like, oh, okay. And I was trying to like give them the money. And they was like, nah, we don't want, your money's no good here. You know what I'm saying? And some people in the live was laughing. They was like, yo, you just said that and look what happened. They heard the whole conversation. I didn't put my neighbors on camera, but they heard the whole, audio and stuff. So that's what it's about, man. Like I know certain people, they're not fortunate to live in a neighborhood like that. They live in an apartment complex, condominium, or they might live in a house, but they don't know who their next door neighbor is. The next door neighbor don't know who they are. They don't interact with each other. I get that. I lived in those type of areas as well too. So I'm not saying I don't know what that's like, but I'm just saying as far as my area, we've been there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like look out for them, tell them, what day to put out the trash. You know what I'm saying? And we welcome them into the neighborhood. And I feel good, and I feel fortunate. Again, I'm not throwing this in nobody's face. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying like, I love to live in it brings me back to my childhood of a sense of community. You know what I'm saying? When you was um, you know what I'm saying? And them shits came in handy last year. I didn't never think that it brought me back to like when I watched like old schools, where they didn't have lights and they had to light the lanterns up. You know what I'm saying? Just to have light. Them old school movies. Um, so I purchased that. I make sure, we buy flashlights, you know what I'm saying, batteries for the flashlights, anything like that. Like things like that could go a long way, you know. Having a grill, that just runs off of charcoal, you know what I'm saying, not a gas. Like we have two types of grills, you know what I'm saying? We got the regular gas grills, and then we have like just a charcoal grill. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. If you don't have power, and you don't got no gas in the propane tanks, you know what I'm saying? You could still cook with your charcoal grill. You know what I mean? So things like that, man. Like, anything that will come in handy. You should stock up on, water, like I said earlier, stack up on water if you got the extra money. I know the economy is bad. I know people don't have money like that. But if you have the extra money, to go a long way, stretch that money. You know what I'm saying? Stretch that money. Because, we can survive without food. We can't survive without water. Look at I saw a crazy video of people on the highway in Florida trying to evacuate, and it was flooded. You know what I'm saying? It was super flooded. The water raised up to the interstate. You know what I'm saying? And I found that was crazy. But that's the thing. Like when you trying to evacuate, everybody else is gonna try to evacuate. You might be on the highway for hours. I was trying to leave that state. That's why when you get those warnings, even if it's nothing that happened, I have family that was like, yo, they're gonna come up here. They didn't come up here, but they ended up going to like family members' houses, like in North Carolina and Atlanta, because there's parts of Georgia, that's close to Florida. You know what I'm saying? So they went to Georgia, they went to North Carolina, because I'm up here in Boston. That's 24 hours from Florida if you're driving. Some people can't take no flights. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So all of the same, yeah, all at the same time. Correct, Empress. Everybody's trying to leave at the same damn time. One chick did a video and was like, oh, she works at a hospital, and hospitals don't never close, and she was like, yo, she got a call to come in to work, and she's like, yo, I think I'm gonna call sick, because she's like, yo, I'm not trying to drive in the rain, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. To me, it's like, why don't the hospitals provide like a shuttle bus to pick up all the employees? That way they don't have to drive, they just have to get somewhere and get scooped up. You get what I'm saying? Like things like that should be happening. The state can do it, but of course they'll never spend money on that, but they'll send money to other countries. You know what I'm saying? And I find that weird, man, that, Kamala Harris is on live talking about, oh yeah, FEMA is offering $750 for families that really need it. But what is $750? You can't get like 3 bags of groceries with $750. You know what I'm saying? They raising the price. And again, yo, they doing this in the States, man, and nobody's really complaining. Yeah, we talk about it on platforms and stuff like that, but, I know, man, I go to town meetings. I try. Yo, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, these clear folks, they don't miss a meeting. They go to every meeting, to see what bills is being passed and all this other stuff. That's what we should be doing. We should be doing these things. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't do these things. We all should be doing these type of things. Going to these meetings, and seeing what bills they trying to pass. You know what I'm saying? Because we like, again, we should be at these meetings, but again, how many people is really gonna take time to go do that? People that make excuses and tell you they don't have no time to go to no meeting and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. But we just got to do what we can do. That's why I said, one man can start a revolution, but it takes, the masses to keep that revolution going. So, but yeah, man, I didn't even know about no wildfire in Wyoming going on. But that's going on right now too. And there's more that's to come too. There's more things that's going to be happening, and there's more things that's already happening, around the world that some people are not hip to. They have no clue what's going on. So, but Yeah, that's what I heard about the Asheville, North Carolina, is that the land out there produces lithium, and you know what they use lithium for? They use lithium for everything. The Tesla cars, that's the main battery. Well, that's the battery that's in every Tesla vehicle. Is a lithium battery. They use that for them hoverboards. They use it for cell phones, TVs. They use these things for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So they use lithium battery for everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but yeah, man, I'm not trying to be too preachy. I'm not trying to be, sitting here talking too much, but I know a lot of people that's on here already. They know what's going on. They enlightened. They know what's going on. They awake. So, but it is Friday. The start of the weekend. Peace and blessings to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Gratitude to y'all for tapping in, because y'all could be doing anything and everything in the world, but y'all tuned in to me and tapped into me. So I super appreciate everyone. Empress Judah, Miss D, Keita T, Ronan. Who else did I miss? Lotus. Appreciate everyone for tapping in. Mike Jr. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Appreciate all of y'all. It's always gratitude, man. It's always love. It's always respect, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go live, as much as I can. I know I be saying that sometimes, but sometimes it's hard, Life be lifing, and I'm not saying that like, I got so much going on, but I do got certain things that's going on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard sometimes, but from time to time, I'll try to definitely go live. But I appreciate all of y'all, man. Salute to the women in here. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm going to mod some of y'all up, man, because we've been rocking for a minute, I've been rocking with me for a minute. Empress Judah, if you're still here, write hi real quick, because I mod you up. Keita T, write hi real quick, because I just modded y'all up. All right, okay, appreciate that. Y'all are still here. But yeah, peace and blessings to y'all, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. And my saying is always move militant. Stay vigilant and move militant. Stay vigilant out here and move militant. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we could really survive out here. You know what I'm saying? So, stay vigilant and move militant. Peace. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Ha!